Live. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to STB Season 11, Round 7. We are at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, or Canada, as most of you know, and I'm here for my second week in a row. Unfortunately, TR Saku and Jack Hopwood could not be here today for different reasons, and I'm joined here today by my teammate, also known as TR Bosley. Say hi, mate.
Hello everyone. Yeah, I'm here for the Canadian Grand Prix. It should be a interesting one to say the least. It's a historic track, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Often linked with corner cuts and track extensions on F1 games. So we'll see if the drivers here can keep it within the white lines. Although I'm not sure how likely that'll be. We've got a dry qualifying, although it is a bit overcast at the moment, Callum. So maybe we could see some rain.
Yeah, interesting. This circuit is known for its changing weather conditions, so maybe we could see the weather come into play. So you never know of this circuit. As we are with BRL Gabriel, he is on the back straight right now, coming down, hits the DRS. And what? Before we go into that, Matt, what do you think will be a good time around here?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've raced Canada on this game. I don't remember what the times are, to be honest. I will try and find out what a decent time should be. But yeah, I don't remember the Canada times.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm thinking personally, it probably would be around the 11s, maybe. You know, the 11s, the 12s, kind of thing.
Yeah, 10s, 11s should be good.
Yeah, we are on board. Yep. As we are right, who is closest to finishing a lap? I think because I was.
Have a look. Let's get the lap data
I think is going around. Yeah. Oh.
STB was
Verstappen almost.
Oh, this is a good spectator cam then. No, you just start the lap.
Yeah, he lost it almost into the wall of champions going through, so he's going to have a bad run through to turn 1, so that's probably going to hinder his lap. Can you see anyone on a lap at the moment? As Eddie Pirondi has left the session.
Looks like he's disconnected already.
Oh, Yep, BRL Gabriel with a 1:11.7. That's a good bank lap to start with.
Yeah, I think maybe possibly 10s. I think 11s would probably be a decent time. In F5, the pole time was a 10.8, so maybe 10s, 11s around that area should be good aim.
Yep. Fusion
and PT.
And TRPT has gone with a 1:11.4. That is a decent bank lap.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see the times flying now.
I've seen a lot of cars just nose to tail here, which obviously isn't the best idea in qualifying. You want to keep a gap to the cars in front, otherwise you're going to be full of dirty air, and if they're slower than you, then you might end up even having to lift off throughout your lap.
Yeah, it's good to space out, especially around this track, because you could easily catch someone if they were a bad run.
Down to the line, what's he going to do? An invalidated 13.5.
It's probably he probably invalidated the last last corner.
Yeah. Oh, the O Legend X is on provisional pole. I missed that one with an 11 flat, and Gabriel with a 10.8.
Wow, that is that is the first person into the 10s. Do you think we'll get any lower? I think I want to wait for
first lap. Yeah, I think considering that's first lap, I think we will get into the 10s. Or into the low 10s even, maybe mid, but yeah, first lap, I assume that'll be beaten at some point. Gabriel isn't on another lap, he's currently down on his time, so it looks like he's maybe coming into the pits.
Yeah, Eric Stander, the championship leader, is currently yet to set a time. Maybe he's going for a 2-lap stint at the end, because I think the tyres will be able to allow you to do a 2-lap stint in qualifying and still do a very good one-stop, don't you think?
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, you should be able to do 2 laps and then do a pretty simple one-stop strategy. KW Stas has gone to P7, and STB Verstappen with his first valid lap of the session, goes to P3 with an 11.3, so decent lap time for him there. And I don't know if anyone, unless Foster's Creek GTA is on a lap, I'm not sure if he is, but if he is, then he's going to be the only one on a lap at the moment, so we'll ride on board with him, see if he's on a lap.
In the meantime, we're going to get the qualifying interviews done. I'm going to invite STB Matty. Unfortunately, he has retired, so obviously we'll ask him how his qualifying is going and what he thinks for the race. Get a little bit of an insight of what the driver thinks.
Yeah.
Hello, Matty. How you doing?
Good your audio.
Yep. Just here for a bit of a short qualifying interview. Unfortunately, you've retired. You're in P14 now. Was that on purpose, or are you looking for a different strategy?
Yeah, that was on purpose. I got qualifying done.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Yeah. Speaking of strategy, what do you think will be your strategy? What the lookout strategy for this track?
Well, I'm still gonna start at the back, so whether it's gonna be difficult really, because either it's the one stop and try and overcut everyone, and try and do less stops them, or you could try and be really aggressive and see if you could just go around the field and try and do the two sets of all.
Yeah, fair enough. And for one final question, how confident do you feel going around this track? Obviously, because Canada's a high speed circuit.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. If you get it right, it's just you'd be really quick. But it's gonna watch out. If you don't push too much, you're gonna really risk getting corner cuts, because Canada, you're gonna be really easy to corner cut. Just turn out a bit too early, you're gonna get penalties. So I won't be surprised if people get penalties.
Yeah. Thank you for your input on the race, and good luck, Matty.
Yep. Thanks.
That's fine. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, and currently Biro Gabriel is sitting on pole with Legend only
about to start a lap. Sorry for interrupting you there, but I think Peter's about to start a lap.
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah. What's India? Oh, never mind.
Oh, he's retired.
Yeah.
Never mind. He might have invalidated his lap time.
Yeah, he got this in next lap.
Yeah,
he might get this in next lap invalidated.
That's gonna be frustrating for him, because I think he will know that he can go quicker than 1:11.4. Definitely, he's a fast driver. PT is.
I believe. Carry on.
Nah, that's fine. What were you about to say?
I believe that Legend X is currently up on the pole time, at least through Sector 1. Definitely is through Sector 2, nearly 4 tenths up on his personal best, so this could be a provisional pole lap from the McLaren driver. Going to come down the long straight. I imagine we'll see a fair amount of overtaking on this straight, using a bit of DRS. Obviously, slipstream is a lot weaker on this game than it was on the last one, but I'm sure we'll still see some moves down that straight. The Legend X is going to come through the final chicane. What is this going to be? It's going to be a good lap. It's going to be a 10.3.
Wow.
Great lap there. Improved by, well, about 7 tenths, I think. Yeah, improved by about 7 tenths, yeah.
Wow. That is the lap to beat right now. That is brilliant.
Yeah. Toxic Fusion in the run. I think he's on his out lap, maybe. 3 seconds down.
Yeah, I'm on board with Eddie Perrondi, obviously known as a fast driver. I don't know if he's invalidated his lap time, but he's coming down the back straight now.
Yeah, and come through final corner.
Yep.
What can he...
Was a little bit of a slide in the exits. Let's see what he does coming up to the line. A 1:10.7.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a very good lap from Perrondi. He's just... Yeah, he's 3.5 tenths behind Legend at that point. He's going to go on another lap here. Let's see what he does for the first sector. Is he up? He's up by nearly a whole tenth. Yep. I'm going to stay on board with him if you want to check anyone else who's going far. But yep, he's gone through the second chicane very well, and this tough third chicane. What's he going to do? He goes down from 7th down to 4th. Takes this very well actually. no slide on the exits, and let's see his split through sector 2. Yep, he is 1.5 tenths up. A bit wide, going down to first gear, a bit of a slide through the hairpin, and now it was all about the exit, and now it's all about the last chicane here. If he can get this right, this could be a pole lap.
Yep,
as it comes in, and
Gabriel's finished.
Very good.
He's not going to be taking pole.
Yep. And Perondi, he goes
beating
pole.
it. Jesus, that was a good last sector.
By a whole tenth.
Yeah, he gained about 3 tenths in the last sector.
Yeah, he did. Very good lap there from Eddie Perondi. Yep. Been stricken with unfortunate circumstances with his connection through this season, but that shows his pace very much there.
Yeah, great lap there, and I don't think there's going to be many people challenging him. There's only Total Pure and there's a few more lower down the grid, but I don't think Perondi's going to be challenged for pole. I think he'll be the pole sitter.
Interesting.
Verstappen. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. Interestingly, Eric Stander has retired. The championship leader has retired. He's in 12th now. I don't know whether he's done that for a strategic gain or if he just had a penalty that I didn't know of. But you know, starting outside the top 10 could be good, actually. You know, definitely a alternate strategy just because there is rain in the race. We can't see here. Obviously, the drivers may have an inkling of what is to come in the race, but yeah, starting outside the top 10 could get him some serious points.
Good, yeah, but I think that's not strategical. Then obviously it'll be extremely disappointed being the championship leader down in 12th place in qualifying. It's not where you want to be. Got a Finnish player, I believe. Oh, Dennis VKK is 5 tenths up on his lap, so we could see him possibly jump into the top 5 if he can hook up this final sector. He really needs to get a good
I'm watching his fuel right now. He's on 0.3 laps, so he'll be fine for fuel wise as we go into the last chicane. A little bit of a wide exit on there, but he's come up to the line now to set a 1:11.1, which has put him in 6th position. Quite a good qualifying for him.
KW starting with the last driver.
Class.
Yeah.
Yep. Questas, as I like to call him. Okay. He's coming up to the line now. And yep, he's got a 1:12.0 I saw there.
Yeah, he didn't
and that puts him
position
at 11th. Wow, that's a very good qualifying session, wouldn't you agree, Bosley? Do you want to take us through the results? Yeah.
So on pole position then, Edu Perondi with a great lap time there. O Legend X in P2, a 10th off. BRL Gabriel, another 5 tenths back, so in qualifying at least the top 2 really the class of the field. P4 Toxic Fusion, P5 STB Verstappen, P6 Dennis VKK, P7 Total Pure, P8 TRPT, P9 Finnish player, Fotis Greek, KW Stassen and some more drivers. Didn't quite get through them all in time.
Yeah. Maldi there in, I think, P13, he decided not to qualify, as we skip that.
Yeah,
I don't want to get copyright.
Almost forgot to, yeah, I did sort of forget to skip it, but oops.
Oopsie. Yeah. Right. Yep, as we're waiting for the drivers to obviously pick their strategies, and what do you think is going to be at play here in this race, Bosley?
Yeah. Well, the skies are looking quite clear at the moment. Obviously, it could switch to rain by the end, but it's looking quite clear skies, so it looks like we're not going to see a rain-affected race. I would expect a one-stop. I'm not 100% sure whether the which tyre strategy was quicker. I seem to remember the ultra soft possibly actually being quicker near the back end of the race at this track. I'm not 100% sure what the exact strategy is going to be, but yeah, dry start at least. And we're on the grid now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go.
Great start from Edu Perondi there, and Gabriel, his teammate.
And he hates P2.
Gabriel already up into P2. Great start.
Legend there of a horrible start. So he's getting hounded by STB Verstappen now, who's also got Toxic Fusion looking down his inside, which And you got to watch out for it, these chicanes, because the people will break from the back. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 1.
Who's that, then?
Finnish player went down a few positions.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
interesting. Seeing a few cars go flying there.
Yep,
That'll be Gilles Pedro, Finnish player, and KW Stas. Oh, and another bunny hop there. A Toro Rosso driver liking a few bunny hops.
Yeah, Gilles Pedro's got half a front wing, so he must have had a bit of contact with Questas there.
Ooh, and PT side by side. No, Top Fusion back ahead, but PT maybe gonna. It's a good start from PT actually. He's up to P6 already. He's gained 2 positions.
Yeah. He's done well there. He's looking on the back of Toxic Fusion. A bit of a lock up into the chicane, but he's made it out fine. And already there's a gap from of a second from Edu Prondi to Gabriel.
Yeah, Edu Prondi really showing his pace at the moment. I think he'll hope he can actually stay in the race, and if he can, he could run him over. It's obviously very early in the race, so anything can change. But Legend is right straight back on the back of Gabriel. Is he going to try and look for a move? Just can't quite find the gap around the outside. Maybe into the next corner. He gets much better run than Gabriel. Maybe he's going to try and go around his outside here.
This would be a great move if
On
he
the
can pull it
outside,
off.
slight contact, and
he's
gone
forced
wide.
wide.
Yeah.
He's forced wide by Gabriel there. There's not much room in that
And Verstappen
chicane,
now
so it's obviously
into play, into the hairpin, up the inside. Oh, he's touched Gabriel, who might have got wing damage from that.
Oh,
I believe he does
Maldi
do on
and
the left-hand
Matti.
side.
Maldi and Matti both have front wing damage. They may have come together as
serious
Maldi hit the
damage
wall
there.
a little bit more again.
Serious damage for Maldi
Yeah.
and for Matti. They've both got basically broken end plates. Maldi on the right, Matti on the left, so really bad wing damage for the two of them. And Edu Prondi's brought out another second, and they're both Maldi's into the pits, but Matti does stay out on the track. Eric Stander, I believe you said he's championship leader, didn't you? Setting the fastest lap,
He is.
so
He's,
going his
he's
pace.
currently set behind Finnish player right now. He's looking to get ahead of him.
Legend, gonna try and go around the outside. I believe Legend. I don't know. No, I don't think he does have wing damage.
Stander has Eric Stander has sorry to interrupt you, but he has front wing damage. He may have got caught up in the whole kerfuffle with Finnish player and Questas and everyone.
That's not gone well for Eric Stander, and he still set fastest lap on lap 2. So good for him there. Legend, he just can't find his way past Gabriel. Gabriel seems to be defending fairly well, and Legend just can't find the way past the Mercedes driver.
All adds Dennis BBK and Prix tried it up the inside into the hairpin on Dennis, and Dennis, with a better run, has stayed ahead of him. As I'm noticing something, from 2nd to 6th, there's a bit of a train now.
There is indeed, yeah. From Gabriel, really. Yeah, from Gabriel, he's really holding these guys up. He doesn't have the pace. And Legend, he just can't find the way past. Gabriel really holding up Legend here. I think Legend could possibly be sticking with Edu Perondi, but just cannot find a way past at all. And this is horrible.
Edu Perondi has got
Legend.
a gap of 3.5 seconds. Sorry to interrupt you, but that is massive. Only 4 laps into this Grand Prix.
Yeah, 4 laps into the Grand Prix, and he's already built out a gap like that. I think where's PT? There he is. Oh, I think he was all over the back of Toxic Fusion, but a little loss to the back end has cost him that. I think Legend just needs to make a move. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Peter will get it back, because obviously with Gabriel and Legend battling, it's holding up Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen goes wide, I think.
He really does,
no, mind, he's desynced massively there. Verstappen is desynced massively. Let's put him down from P4 to P6. Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Easy place for Fusion and for PT, and Legend finally gets past, but Gabriel at the inside. Oh, contact between the two.
There's contact there. Gabriel's got half wing.
Gabriel. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, there was contact into the final corner. Legend had a half spin. Well, I'm not sure. To me, and he's spun round again there.
Again.
By Toxic
Wow,
Fusion,
he's done well to save that one.
Fusion moving on up the inside. It looked to me there as if Legend had easily got the move done, and then Gabriel just stuck the nose up the inside.
Is Peter going to look for a move? No, he's gained that time back now after all of this battling, as João Pedro has set the fast lap with 1:32. Obviously, he's on a fresh ultra softs after pitting. Hopefully, he can get himself back into this race.
Yeah, maybe he can get himself back into it, as you just said. Really close between all these drivers in the top 6. Dennis, VKK a bit further back, but if these keep battling and Gabriel at the front with wing damage, Dennis could be straight back into it. Never mind.
Total Pure and Group GTA there were having a bit of a battle there, and they were trying to go past Dennis, but Dennis, he seems to be fighting for his life here. He's defending very well here.
Toro Rosso driver going to look to go around the outside. Final corner.
Oh,
he makes the move around the outside.
Dennis wide, but he's made the move stick.
Look at this, 3 wide almost into turn 1. Eric Stander in the Ferrari getting involved, and he's off. He's into the grass, and he's definitely there on his left hand side. And he's he's off into the grass.
P11.
Yeah.
He must be fuming inside that cockpit.
Total Pure and Dennis VKK are side by side, but Dennis holds on to the position. João Pedro, another fastest lap, is really closing up the gap, but obviously he's a long way behind the leader at this stage.
As we have our first casualty of the day with STB retiring. Obviously, he was quite far back, and I don't think he was. I think he was angry about that.
Yeah, unfortunate for Maldi and Legend now side by side. This is a great chance for Legend. But Gabriel gonna have the better line, but no, Gabriel makes a mistake. And Legend is finally through. Can he hold the lead? I think he should have DRS down the straight. He does indeed have DRS, the McLaren driver, so he should be able to hold on to this position unless Gabriel can make an audacious move into the final corner, and he's not going to go for one. So Gabriel does take P2 in the McLaren, but he really needs to do that sooner, considering that he's now got a 7-second gap to Edu Perondi. 7 laps, 7 seconds.
Toxic Fusion's going around the outside of Gabriel.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a bit of front wing damage from him. Oh, he's lost a bit of his end plate. They banged wheels, and I think Toxic's lost a bit of his end plate. This could give PT a chance at a podium here. Both of the people in front have front wing damage as well.
Yeah, he just needs to buy his time here, PT. Seems a lot of cars that are trying to overtake Gabriel are getting front wing damage, so PT needs to make sure he doesn't do the same thing. He needs to watch his driving and pick his moves. Shouldn't be in any rush to get through, because with these 2 drivers in front, he should have more pace to get onto the podium. He needs to play it smartly, Carl.
Yeah, definitely. Eric Standers moved up to P9. He's obviously, I think he's the fastest driver, and after that mistake, he's been pushing these tyres to the as it almost spins it out of the hairpin. He's past total thrill and finished player. As he's making his charge through the field now. As we said, strategically, he could run for a winner here. Unfortunately, he's got that front wing damage, which
There's
might
so many
him.
cars with DRS down the main straight. Looks like Gabriel's running quite low wings, because the other people with the DRS just can't stick with him on the straight. So looks like Gabriel is running higher wings, which is making it difficult to overtake him.
As Gabriel hits the wall, and he's got
Toxic Fusion lost the back end, and Pete's through. Fusion lost the back end, and PT is now through. And PT has an easy way onto the podium here. Gabriel with barely any front wing left now. You have to think he's maybe going to have to pit. PT needs to be really careful, because Gabriel's going to be braking really early with his front wing damage. PT maybe going to look to set up a move into the hairpin. He's going to go for the outside line.
Yeah, both locking up intensely as they do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Peter's running the same level as wings as Gabriel. Seems to be pretty even. Now PT will have the DRS, which Gabriel does not have. And PT going to look to go around the outside. Is Gabriel going to defend up the inside? He is going to defend up the inside. Oh, and PT's had to cut the corner there. I'm not sure if he'll have got an illegal overtake, but he was pushed off the track by Gabriel. Toxic Fusion, can he get back up onto the podium? No, he cannot. So TRPT.
Oh, Gricci chase pit. Sorry to interrupt you, but he's Greek GTA's pit, and Eric Stander's up to 6th place as he goes past Dennis VBK.
Great
VKK, sorry.
recovery drive so far from Eric Stander to get himself up into 6th place, and Gabriel only 1.8 seconds in front of Stander now. As Toxic has indeed got past PT. Yep, Toxic has got past PT. But Eric Stander not far off the podium places at all at the moment, so this could be a great recovery drive from Eric Stander. And with multiple drivers in front of him that have wing damage, including, I don't know, does PT have wing damage? It seems like he does. It seems like he has less wing than he should do.
No, the Force India's. I made this mistake with Monaco, but yeah, he's got all his front wing.
Yeah.
As there's a bit of lag going on in the lobby with Toxic, I think he was complaining about having bad internet. As Verstappen's joined back, he's down in 12th. Oh wow. He was in 6th and now he's going down to 12th with that disconnection, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back in his car and see the race through.
Legend is pitted on lap 10.
Yep.
See what tyres are going
He's
to go
going
on,
for a sort of undercut here.
Yeah.
I think he's going to softs here.
Supers.
Where's he going?
Supers, ultras. I don't know. I can't say. Let's get the.
I see ultras.
He's on ultras. Yep. He's on. Yep. He's on ultras. Going for a two-stop.
Going for a two-stop then.
Yeah, Legend going for a two-stop.
Very aggressive strategy here from McLaren.
Really, yeah, he's kind of just behind Joe Pedro. An extra second and that would have made his life a lot easier. Maybe just me, but I am seeing the clouds getting. Oh, and he just hit his front wing.
Oh, he's lost
got more
his
damage.
Front wing. Half his front wing. Oh no.
He's got nothing on that right well now. Oh yeah, you can see it through that corner there. He's just really struggling for pace.
It's just those little mistakes that can cost you the race win or the podium, which is just Legend's not having the best of days, if I say so myself.
Yeah. Speaking about best of days, Eric Stander is all over the back of Gabriel now. So Eric Stander looking to get up into P4. He's going into the pits. I thought he was going to just absolutely dive bomb into the final corner, but he actually has gone to the pits along with PT.
Yeah.
Let's see if these two are both going for.
And Total Pure has joined them.
Yeah. PT, he's on to
Pure
the
looking quite good.
Softs. Eric Stander onto the super softs and a wing change. Oh no, ultra softs.
Eric Stander, he made 7 positions up there. I think he knows he's got the pace to get this podium here, and obviously with that new front wing, he's going to be extremely fast. But he's come out behind Total Pure, who I know is quite a very good defender, as seen by Monaco.
So behind STB Verstappen as well.
Yeah, Verstappen yet to pits. Unfortunately, he had that disconnect, so he's gonna. He hits the wall. Oh, Verstappen's hit the wall and he's lost half his front wing.
Oh dear.
Oh dearie me.
That should make him easy work for Eric Stander, you'd think. Eric Stander. A lot of drivers actually going for the two-stop strategy. PT clearly going for a one-stop, putting onto the soft tyres, so PT going to go for a one-stop. Let's see if that can gain him anything in this race.
Yeah, he comes out behind. He's come out 4 seconds behind.
Sorry to interrupt, but he's going to dive one with the inside into the hairpin. Verstappen going to try and get a switchback, but he can't get the run, and Eric Stander takes a position. Carry on, Callum.
As I was saying, PT has come out 4 seconds behind Legends, which is. He wasn't that far behind.
Maybe he
must have had some kind of like.
Maybe he got held in the pits. There were plenty of cars that came in and obviously he's at the front of the garage, so may have been held.
Yep, as Matty and Verstappen have both pit now. Matty has taken those tyres. With his front wing damage, he's done very well to take those tyres. So, what is he on to now? Is he on to the super softs?
Yeah, super soft compound tyres.
He might be trying to take those to the end of the race, actually.
He could be going for a more aggressive one stop.
As he cuts the corner, and he almost hits the wall there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just look at Edu Prondi again. Lap 12, 12-second lead. Life is great at the moment for VSR Edu Prondi. Been a fantastic race so far, no mistakes as of yet.
Yeah, he's running the perfect race, I'd say. He didn't get involved in the battle from 2nd to 6th. And now he's just out there. I think he's already. Has he made his pit stop? Let me just check. No, he hasn't. Oh, as Greek has retired. Fotis Greek here is retired. I think he's lost half his front wing. Yeah, he's lost half his front wing.
Yeah, I think that's a retirement from himself because he's still got all 4 of his wheels. So I think he's just pulled off to the side of the track and retired. Eric Stander, fastest lap. He clearly does have the pace at this stage. Fresh tyres, fresh wing. Let's see if he can push on any further. Maybe get an undercut on some of the podium runners. And maybe push himself onto the podium. Obviously, I think it's quite clear that the top people that have stayed out are going for a 1-stop. Eric Stander, of course, obviously going for a 2-stop. So we'll see how those strategies compare by the end of the race, Colin.
Yeah, definitely. Eric Stander will be fast, obviously, on his ultra tyres. Those 2 stints, he's had to come back out through the field. Obviously, he qualified in 12th. But yeah, it'll be interesting because he's definitely catching pure and he's catching the. You know, I can see him getting a podium here.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. Finnish player. How is he not crashing to the wall there? He had a massive loss at the back end coming out of the hairpin, and somehow he didn't slam it into a wall. He has actually pitted now along with Gabriel and Dennis VKK. See how close they were into the pits. Gabriel and Dennis, so close. Gabriel, front wing change for the Mercedes driver and onto the Supers. Dennis also a front wing change and onto the softs for the Haas driver.
Yeah, he's going for the safe option here. Obviously, he didn't want the entire way. The softs will be better as the race goes on. There's 21 laps, so I think he'll definitely be able to take the softs for then.
Yeah. He'll definitely take the softs to the end. It'll be interesting to see if the Supers take those to the end. I think he can probably take them to the end, but obviously they may be slower at the end of the race compared to the soft tyres, so maybe that'll mean we'll see a battle at the end of the race. Total Pure is slowly catching up to PT. Obviously, PT, these 2 drivers on split strategies, PT on the softs, as the race leader is into the pits, and he's going to go onto the super softs himself. So, yep, super softs for Edu Prandi.
Yep, as is Toxic Fusion going to do the same? No, he's not. So Toxic's going to he's going to get the lead from Edu. And I don't know if Edu will come out ahead of João Pedro.
Oh,
either.
yeah, he definitely will, yeah. João Pedro just had a massive snap, and I think looks like he has end plate damage. I mean, he has less on the left than he does on the right. But obviously.
It's minimal, so I don't think it'll affect him that much. I know this game is really bad for wing damage, but yeah, he almost lost it out of all the champions there. That could have been curtains for his race, but he's up in P4 after pitting on lap 1. So if he can take this stint well, and then potentially go on to the super sauce, he could be in for a good haul of points here.
Yeah, he definitely could. Obviously, he'll go into the super sauce and he'll be getting a bit of an undercut. Obviously, at this stage, the ultras will still be quicker than his fresh supers, but very soon he'll be if he pits maybe in 5 laps time, goes on to supers, he should be getting a nice undercut on his fresh tyres. Verstappen down in last place gets a penalty.
Matt, I'm seeing a battle here as Eric Stander. Yes, I was following this. Eric Stander goes past Total Pure. And he's now on the back of Peter, who's on the hard obviously. He's going long run. Is Eric going to get him on the straight here? He goes around the outside. He's made the move stick. Yes,
Simple
he has.
One there.
Petey backs out of it.
Simple one there for Stander. Oh, as Petey does hit the wall. I don't think he's got damage from that. That's quite lucky there. So quite a heavy hit on the wall.
Yeah.
And Pure, Petey not going to fight him either. Easy one around the outside.
I think Petey's letting them through for the long game. As Pedro's pit. He's now come out on, as I said, he came out on the super sauce and he's come out in P8 here.
He's come out ahead of Finnish player and ahead of Gabriel, so he's jumped Gabriel. Obviously Gabriel had to make his front wing change, and Dennis, both of them had to make front wing changes, and he jumped both of them, so great stuff there from João Pedro.
A special shout out to O Legend, who even with this front wing damage, is still he's all on his own, isn't he? He's definitely sticking with Eddie Bromley, I'd say, with pace-wise. Obviously, they both pit now, but he's definitely not letting it show if the front wing damage, obviously.
Yeah, he just got his head back down after getting the wing damage, and it's good driving from him so far. I think João Pedro just made a move on Matty, or he's side by side with Matty. He's going to tuck into the
Yep, they are.
slipstream. Got DRS as well.
Set to free. Finnish player has lost his front wing. Sorry to interrupt you, but
Got Pedro.
yeah, Finnish player's lost his front wing as
Number
Pedro.
one.
Yeah, but Pedro makes a good move there.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be seeing Finnish player going to the pits now. Yeah, he lost it coming out of the hairpin, and I think that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the McLaren. He's going to have to come into the pits, put on a new set of the super soft tyres and change his front wing. Eric Stander is slowly closing the gap up to Toxic Fusion, and that will be Eric Stander onto the podium, so that'll be a great recovery drive from Eric Stander if he can finish on the podium in this one. Great stuff from the championship leader.
Definitely, he's got Total Pure behind him, who's also looking quite feisty actually as well, I'd say. Eric Stander, as you say, we're going on the back of Total Fusion now. I don't know if Fusion will put up that much of a fight because I think he knows at this point Eric Stander has to pit again.
Edu Prondik, fastest lap, showing his pace. He's not going to be.
Yeah, this guy's been in
Eric
another
Stander.
class, dude.
Nope, can't make a move.
Yeah, as I was saying, Eddie Prondi showing he's been in another class. He's gained 2 seconds on Legend already. Obviously, Legend's got their wing
That's
damage,
Eric
but
Stander.
as Stander makes a move. Yes,
Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. And the Renault going to try and
Can
get
he
back
over
around the
him?
outside, but he can't go there. And Eric Stander up into the podium places now, so great drive. Oh, but he's hit a wall. Has he got wing damage? I don't think he does. He's very lucky there to not get wing damage on his right hand side.
No,
But,
he's,
it would have been the right hand
he's
side.
fine. He's lucky.
Yeah,
Very lucky.
very lucky there to not get damage on his right hand side. He took a fairly hefty hit on the wall, so how he didn't get damage from that, I'm not too sure. As Dennis VKK seems to be slowly catching up to Matty, although I'm not sure whether Matty's overtook him in his
Matty's got half the front wing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, oh yeah, that's heavy
Probably the
damage
reason
from
why.
Matty. So, Dennis going to look to catch up and take advantage. Edu Prondi with another fastest lap. Let's just go on board with Edu Prondi. He's driving really well at the moment in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
No mistakes so far from the Brazilian, and currently leading it with a comfortable gap.
Battling for it's battle for last place. Krastas and Finnish player. I mean, Finnish player all over the back of him. Let's see if we can get him into the hairpin here. He's going to go for a move. Yes, he does. He locks up a little bit, but yeah, it's a very, very nice move on the Toro Rosso driver. And Finnish player looking for redemption now. He's got 8 seconds to Verstappen, and I don't think he's going to get points today. But if he can just gain a bit of pride now, finish as high as he can, it'll be a decent comeback.
Yeah, obviously he'll be disappointed with having to make the front wing change, but yeah, he wants to salvage whatever he can from the Grand Prix. As Dennis VKK not really catching up anymore. Quite surprising considering Matty does have freaking damage. Obviously Matty is on supers, but that's hefty front wing damage for the Force India, so you'd expect Dennis probably close up, but not closing up very much at the moment.
You might see STB Matty actually pitching again because I don't think he'll be able to take those super softs to lap 35. He's got another 15 laps, and I think he's already. Let me just check, but I think he's been on those for a couple of laps now. Yeah, he's been on since lap 12. So if he wants to, he's going to take these 23 laps, these super softs, which I don't think he will be able to, being honest.
No, I don't think he'll be able to take him all the way, as Gabriel currently down in 10th place. I don't realise that. It's been a shocker for Gabriel down in 10th place, but he does get a 3-second time penalty. Not going to affect much at the moment, considering Verstappen is 14 seconds back. But it's just been a torrid race for Gabriel. With P2 off the start, and he's now down in 10th place.
Yeah,
Dennis
bit of a
really
race to
closed in
forget
now.
for him.
Yeah, very much a race to forget for Gabriel, but Dennis has started closing on Matty, and he's going to look for a way past the Force India driver. Can he find the gap? I just don't think he can get close enough in the right areas. He seems to not being close enough on the straights, which is obviously the main area for overtaking around the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. As O Legend on the Super Softs into the pits.
He's going to the pits again, yep, so he's going to go behind. He's probably going to go down to about P8 here with the front wing change. Well,
No wing change.
No, he's not going for a front wing change.
Nope.
He's taking the risk here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go down to about P... Yeah, about... No, he's going to stay ahead of Matty, I think. Yep, he comes out ahead of Matty
he's
in
going to cut out
P7.
turn 1, so... Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of a battle, João Pedro has gone onto the back of EPC now. I think, obviously, being on the better tyres now.
Well, got a lovely
he's
helicopter
proper
cam
caught
at the
up to him.
moment. Yeah, lovely helicopter cam at the moment. That has gone in time for the battle, but João Pedro looking all over the back. Quastas gets a 5-second stop
Penalty.
for speeding into the pit lane.
How dare me.
João Pedro
He's
close to the back of PT now, sorry for interrupting you, but he's all the way on the back of him, going to try and go around the outside. Can he maybe get a switch back? PT takes up as much of the track as he possibly can, preventing João Pedro getting the switchback manoeuvre. Now João Pedro all over the back of him. DRS open as well. I don't imagine it'll be too difficult. He'll try and go around the outside. I think PT's still going to be there, but PT does not attempt to go side by side as Eric Stander and Total Pure both into the pits for their second stops.
Oh, Legend's got a penalty.
That could come back to bite him at the end of the race, considering his battles with Eric Stander mainly. That could come back to harm him, but Eric Stander has come out behind a fair amount of traffic here. Is he going to get ahead of Gabriel? He's going to miss turn 1. It's going to be side by side, but he's just behind.
Yeah.
He's going to look to set up moves as early as possible, maybe into this next corner, up the inside. His contact is round.
He span it.
Eric Stander.
Risky move from Eric Stander there.
Straight out of the pits.
That's bound to happen.
Straight out of the pits, just behind the Mercedes. Tried to go to the inside and didn't work for the championship leader. Such disappointment there. Total Pure is right on the back of him now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it was BRL Gabriel was always going to turn into the corner, and it's just Eric. I think he went way too ambitious there. If he'd have waited, he'd absolutely been fine.
Yeah, Dennis just tried to bully his way past Matty there. He went for a bit of a late move and sort of squeezed Matty out of the way, but Matty does hold on to P6. That would have been a bit of a scruffy move if it did go ahead from the Haas driver. Maybe he's just getting a bit frustrated at the moment, just can't find the way past, but maybe now this is his chance. Great chance for the Haas. DRS wide open. Can he make a move into the first turn? No, he cannot. He'll stay behind turn 1.
Might go slightly wide there.
Yeah, but Dennis just can't find the grip to get past Force India. And Gabriel now closing up onto these two, so maybe Gabriel could get involved in the scrap for 6th place.
Gabriel is he's in one sector alone. He's gained a second. He was 1.9. Now he's a 1 second gap now. So Matty's he's getting his own train now.
Yeah. And this must be annoying for Dennis Vika. Okay, maybe he's going to look for another move. He's all over the back of him now. Great opportunity into the hairpin. Inside on the hairpin.
Verstappen's retired.
Yeah, Matty gets a better run on the outside. But now Dennis with the DRS, can he make it into the final corner? I don't know if he can. I don't think he's close enough to make a move, and he's not. He just cannot find the way past Force India driver.
Exit there. Yeah. Verstappen retired with he lost his front wing, and he's retired unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate for STB Verstappen, who is out of this Grand Prix now. Gabriel is really into this fight now. All over the back of Dennis.
He's right behind.
All over the back of Matty.
But he's got a penalty.
Oh, Gabriel with a 3-second time penalty, which could cost him come the end of the race.
Oh,
João Pedro has disconnected. João Pedro in.
I'm going to invite him back.
3rd place,
No.
João Pedro in 3rd place has disconnected, and this could be a great chance for PT. They're getting a lot of time on his rival.
Oh, he's already gained, and he's already passed him. And Legend's going to get him as well.
Up into the podium place as Legend, like you said, yep, he's going to overtake as well. Heartbreak for João Pedro if he even gets back into the lobby, he's going to be down in 5th place, and his AI's actually came into the pits.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's
no.
what I'm not sure if that's the strategy João Pedro was going for, but his AI is pitted. And
I don't think it was.
change, but onto the ultras, his AI is pitted. Yeah, I think João Pedro was going to look for a
STB
one
Matty is
stop.
pitted as well. I don't think he could take.
yeah.
Yeah, he definitely couldn't taken those
Yeah, Eric Stander,
tyres long.
the penalty now.
Mm.
And he's in
As
the
he side by
side
told
by
Pure.
side.
Pure's
Yeah.
got past him. Pure's
Pure's
got
got past Eric Stander. Yeah, I think Eric Stander must have made a mistake. But Eric Stander maybe going to look to get back past. He's going to dive it up the inside. Good move there
made it
from the
sick.
Ferrari. Yeah, good move there from the Ferrari driver. But now Pure, all over the back of him.
Dennis VKK, I don't think has a front wing.
He does not know.
No, he
Dennis
doesn't.
VKK lost. What is that? That's his entire front wing.
Oh, as
isn't it?
total Pure. Pure's gone past
Oh.
Eric Stander.
Yeah.
Wow. He missed that, but that must have been a great
Yeah,
move.
Dennis has lost his entire front wing, I think. Actually, I don't know. Because if you look in the spectator camera, it's a full front wing. But on the onboard, it's nothing.
Oh no, he's lost end plates. No, that's a
just look at-
glitch. Because
Yeah, look at the spectator camera. He's got a full front wing on that. You got
Wow.
absolutely full front wing. That's strange.
we've missed O Legends has got past PT.
Oh yep, our legend makes the move on TRPT, but I'm not sure whether a legend has to pit again.
No, he's already made his 2 pit stops, but he has he's got 4 penalties.
Oh
So
dear.
PT now, he just needs to stay in the in 12 seconds.
12
I don't know
seconds,
if PT has any Has PT got penalties? He's not. He's only got 2 warnings. So if he just can stay, but with 12 seconds of O Legend, he'll have a podium here,
Yeah.
and a well-deserved podium, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'll have been a good drive from PT on the one stop. I believe he started P8, he did, and if he gets onto the podium, that'll be 5 position gain, so it'll be a good race from PT. But obviously, talking about good races, you've got the leader of the race, Edu Prondi, now has a 26-second gap, nearly 27-second gap to the car behind.
Wow.
A bit of a Sebastian Vettel from his Red Bull days, just running away with this at the
Oh,
moment.
as Gabriel goes for a move round with Dennis
Oh,
outside.
and
Oh,
Gabriel
and he
is
span it.
yeah, Gabriel span at turn 1.
I was about to interrupt you, saying there was a little bit of a train filming behind Dennis because Eric Stander and Total Pure both caught up to him, but Gabriel, it was a ballsy move, but it's just not paid off for the Brazilian.
Yeah, it's not gone well for Gabriel there. Round at turn 1, and he's a long way back from these 3 cars now.
Talk about perseverance. Finnish player is in with unfortunate with João Pedro's disconnection. He's in the top 10 now, and he's behind Matty. And Matty has not changed his front wing. He's lost half his front wing, so
Oh dear.
Finnish player could be in with a P9 here.
Serious damage there for Matty, and he's at the wall again. The Finnish player in the McLaren could be, like you said, on for P9. Is Eric Stander. He's all over the back of Dennis now. Maybe he'll look to set up a move on this next straight or into turn 1, but he doesn't get a good run at all through the final chicane, and that's not going to help Eric Stander one bit. And he cannot get past for now.
Yeah. I've got to say, throughout this Grand Prix, Dennis's defending has been very all over the place, but also brilliant at the same time. He's kept his position very well.
Yeah, he's kept his
As
position very
Pure-
well, yeah.
I'll tell Pure has got a penalty.
Oh, penalty's
face
dropping in.
ball.
Eric Stander, I think he just dived up the inside. Can't make a move there, but I think he might have just gone up the inside. I'm not sure. I saw him pull
Yeah,
to the
he
inside.
tried it.
Yeah,
He tried it.
yeah. He's just desperate now to get past and pull away.
I'm watching the Finnish player right now because I want to see this guy get past Matty, because Matty's now struggling all over the place as Biro Gabriel's got another time penalty.
Yeah.
If he's not careful, he might slip down to P9. You never know.
Not good
Yeah, as
from
he locks
Gabriel.
up.
Should be downhill, but
Yeah,
Eric
Gabriel's having a
Stander.
bit of a shocker here.
Yeah, Alexander is all over the back of Dennis, tucking into the slipstream. Can he make a move? Is he going to go for it around the outside? I think he's going to. No, he's going to back out.
Dennis is
He's got a good
gone
run.
wide a little bit. He's going to give
Good
Eric
run
a good run.
from Eric Stander.
He's got the inside.
Inside into turn one, yeah. Dennis, if he can stay there, will have the inside for the next corner, but he cannot stay there.
What a move.
Good move there from Eric Stander. Shuts the door through turn 2, and Eric Stander is up into the top 5 positions, so great recovery drive after qualifying only P12.
Yep, we've got he's given Total Pure an invitation now as well, because Dennis seems like he's struggling on these soft tyres, and Total Pure obviously on these being on these super softs much less time. He might get past. He'll probably get past him here. Like I've got a feeling he will. As Dennis has gone a bit wide there, and Finish Player has made the move on STB. Matty, no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
Kept
No, he
it down
hasn't.
the inside.
Good move
First
there,
driving
for,
there
yeah,
by
good defending from Matty
STB
there.
man.
And he holds on to P9 for now.
Yeah, this is a very this battle's going to culminate. I think in a very good move. It's going to take a lot to get past Matty at the moment. He looks like he's driving very well, even with this front wing damage.
Yeah. He's not letting the front wing damage phase his defending. He might be hampering his pace, but he's not going to let it hamper his defending, and he's defending very well from Finnish player at the moment.
As I was going from Eric Stander, who's going through the first sector, Eddie Prondi's almost at the
Final corner, yeah.
finish line. He's on the final corner, and that's he's having an absolute ball this race, don't you think, Bosley?
Yeah, Edu Prondi currently 48 seconds, ahead of Eric Stander, 30 seconds almost ahead of the next car. Just an absolute dominating race from Edu Prondi. Great stuff from him today. Got pole and held him to lead. I thought it was going to be a close race. Oh, just as we're singing his praises, he gets a 30-second penalty, but that shouldn't affect anything.
The commentator's curse.
Yeah, shouldn't affect much, but yeah, just go through a second penalty.
All Total Pure and Dennis are going side by side out of the exit of the hairpin. Who's going to have DRS? I think Total Pure's going to have DRS, and he's got the better of this one right now, so I think he's going to get this move done, is he? Unless Dennis tries something on the inside.
So Dennis going to go for it? No, he's not. Total Pure does have the move done, but Dennis going to try and make a move. Total Pure has a DRS, but can Dennis go up the inside? No, he cannot.
No, he thinks better of it.
And Dennis VKK has lost the 2 positions now. I think KW Stas has just made a move on João Pedro's ghost car. Horrible for João Pedro. He's now down in last place in this Grand Prix. Horrible for his disconnection.
Yeah. What could have been for him, I think he'll be thinking if his connection was better.
Yeah. His Finnish player, he just can't find a way past Matty at the moment. Getting so close, but just can't find a way past.
Yeah, he's got a good run here, though. He might try to move down the inside. Yeah, he does.
Oh, the inside.
And
but
he spins
Matty,
the tyres a little bit, though.
Matty still holds the position. Finnish player got ahead, but as you said, lost the back end and couldn't hold onto the position. Just these little mistakes from Finnish player, but he's got a great run now.
Finnish player's got an absolute
fabulous run. He's gonna have the outside line as well.
Inside, though. No, he makes better of it, and that's a brilliant move by Finnish player. Yeah. I think Matty might have DRS though.
I think he probably does.
No, Finnish player's got it.
Oh yeah. Even better for Finnish player that he's got the DRS. So he definitely does make that move stick. Now it's Petey.
Oh no!
Gets a penalty, along with Matty.
No.
So. Oh, and that.
At the moment, Legend is close to having 18 seconds worth of penalties. Let's see how many PT's on. I think PT's on. He's only on 1, so he's got to keep it clean now, because even though he's losing time to PT, Legend, sorry, PT's still in that 18-second, where he's got 5 seconds to 5 seconds basically.
Yeah, PT currently sitting on the podium. Eric Stander does have a penalty, doesn't he?
Yeah. Eric Stander does have penalty, yes.
Yeah. So PT currently sitting on the podium at the moment. He just needs to take it coolly, these last three laps.
Ooh, Finnish player almost lost it. As he's wait, I don't know he's that close to BR Gabriel, to be honest.
Gabriel really struggling. Yeah, I think Gabriel just struggling a lot at the moment, and maybe we'll see a battle right at the end between the two of those.
Yeah, as Matti has closed up a little bit on Finnish player, he went wide at the hairpin. As he hits the World Champions coming out, it's going to compromise his run going into the first corner. As Biro Petro has joined. And he leaves straight away again. I think he's angry. He sees position, he doesn't want to come back.
Yeah, he's finally got back and he's gone from third to last. Tragic for João Pedro. Such a disappointment.
As Matti has got a penalty. As long as total pure.
Penalties dropping thick and fast here, yeah. It is a hard track for track limits. And Eric Stander.
Last week was
yeah.
Last week was the front wing Grand Prix, this week is the penalties Grand Prix.
Yeah. Look at
As
Eric Stander
you were saying
now.
about Eric Stander.
Yeah, close up to PC. PC may not have a podium after all if Eric Stander can get past him. This could be a great opportunity for Eric Stander to get himself back onto the podium, and what a recovery drive that would be from qualifying in 12th place.
Hold your horses, he's got 6 seconds of penalties. He's got to pull out a 3-second gap in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, this is absolutely crucial. Eric Stander needs to get past on this lap and then possibly pull out the gap, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pull out 3 seconds in 1 lap. So he's basically
Dennis has got another penalty.
Yeah, he's basically banking on Petey to get a second penalty of his own, and then obviously he needs to get past him. But I'm not quite sure how likely that is at the moment.
You were saying about Finnish player catching Gabriel. Gabriel was lost. I don't know where he's lost it. He's lost 2 seconds on Finnish player. Finnish player now.
Finnish player all over the back of it.
He's got an amazing run through the first sector. He's going to go down the inside, is he? Yes, he is.
Side by side.
He gets a bit of he gets a shunt from Gabriel.
Did he? No, on my screen there was no contact.
He lagged and then got shunt by Gabriel on my screen.
Yeah.
But let's see if he can make a move into this hairpin, because
Eric Stander has overtaken PC. Oh, he's hit the wall! He's out! He's hit the wall of champions! Eric Stander has gone deep into the wall of champions, and he's lost his front right tyre. Heartbreak for Eric Stander.
He tried the move, and oh dear for him.
Yeah, that was shaping up to be a fabulous recovery drive from Eric Stander, but he does crash it into the World Champions.
Quastat is actually going to get a point. Fair play to him. He's going to.
Oh, and Edu Prondi's won the race. I missed that one. I didn't realise Edu Prondi was there. Yeah, Edu Prondi.
He was that far ahead.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Edu Prondi. That's a dominant drive from the Brazilian.
Yeah, he wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Sorry for missing him crossing the line, but he does win the Canadian Grand Prix and a long way back. Toxic Fusion doing a bit of weaving, already celebrating P2 in this Grand Prix. Yeah. Oh, PC, look, the gap's 14.3 seconds. This is going to be very close to PT not actually getting the podium. He needs to not lose half a second into the final corner. As Toxic Fusion and Legend have crossed the line for P2 and P3 for Legend, but is PT
going to get a podium?
P3?
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, did PT have another penalty?
Did PT get another penalty? Yeah. He only had 1 penalty. On what?
How many did Legend have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! He had 5.
Ah, yeah, so PT doesn't get a podium in the end. P4 for TRPC and Gabriel.
And Gabriel finishes off the. Yeah. Well, that was a very, very interesting Grand Prix, wouldn't you say, wasn't it?
Yeah, lots of disconnections, crashes and penalties, all making a very interesting race there in Canada.
Actually, we are on the podium right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick thing. VSR Edu Polandi cannot. He can't. He's not very fluent in English, so yeah. You're gonna just have. We're just gonna in this. Sort my words out. We're going to be interviewing Fusion, Eric, Fusion, Legend X, and then we can get TRPT's view on the final corner crash that happened.
Yeah.
But here's your final race results now. We've got VSI Edu Prondi wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Toxic Fusion in second place, 33 seconds back. Legend X in third, getting a podium. TRPT in fourth, Total Pure in fifth, Dennis VKK in sixth, Finnish Player in seventh, BRL Gabriel in eighth. Oh, the time just reset. Wonderful timer. And STB Massey in ninth, KD Stas in 10th, and then all the drivers are disconnected. Round off the final 10 drivers.
Yep. That was I'd say I thoroughly enjoyed watching that race, wouldn't you say, Bosley?
Yeah, that race went back and forth constantly. Yeah, everyone
the drama at the end,
a lot of drivers getting front wing damage, and obviously the stander into the wall champion. Very thrilling race there.
All right. And now it is time for the podium interviews. Unfortunately, as Mally said, Eddie Perondi cannot. I don't think he can do the podiums, can he?
No.
Unfortunately, so we've got in fourth place at the TRPT. We're going to start
Sorry.
with
Edu Perondi cannot. He isn't fluent in English, so he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
So basically, now I'm sure he's very happy. Just going to speak on his behalf of what he may be thinking. Obviously, now he's got 25 points more than Eric Sander in this race, which makes the championship much more interesting going into Baku. I think personally, Edu Perondi was, in my opinion, was driver of the day today. He did an incredible race, and I'm sure he's really happy with his result. But yeah. Also, I want to ask a question as well after you.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna start with second place Toxic Fusion. So my question is, how did you think your race went?
Yeah, it was okay. Qualifying was a bit of a disappointment, but I think Legend and Perondi were just insanely quick. Yeah, the first stint was a bit up and down because I think I lost so much time getting stuck behind Gabriel, and I think Legend did as well, and that just let Perondi pull away by absolutely miles. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but yeah, I think me and Legend lost a lot of time behind Gabriel in the first stint, and then the second stint was just I was just on my own for most of it. I mean, I had Stander just behind me coming out of the pits. Then there was no point in fighting him because I knew he had to stop again. So rather than fight him and lose time, that would have put me back into Legend at the end of the race. So overall, it was just meh. It was that race.
Yep. That's fair enough. Bosley, do you have a question for Fusion?
Yeah, I just want to say that seemed like a very up and down race for everyone. I mean, were your emotions quite up and down during that race?
I mean, in the first stint, it was a bit annoying because I saw the way that Gabriel was defending sometimes, and I thought it was a bit 50-50. But after the second stint, it was just boring because I was on my own for most of it. So
yeah, Kyle, do you want to move on?
Yes, we will move on. Obviously on to third place, Legend. Legend, you was it? I think you qualified P2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was obviously it was a very, very good time that you set, and unfortunately, Eddie was faster. But through that most of that race, you were running with half a front wing. How did you find driving with that obviously on your car?
It was really frustrating because when you have got a lot of unnecessary, you gotta love corners as well. Definitely the last chicane. You know, when you go in too deep into the first one, you understand to the second, then you got the corner. So I gotta love time penalties as well. But I made the mistake because I was driving too much ballast, I think. So that made me cause to lose my front wing. But I just wanted to say that I agree with Toxic on the Gabriel thing. He was really slow. Not sure why he was that slow, because there was a big train behind us.
Yeah, Edwin now as well.
Really harsh.
Yeah.
At one time I was around the outside on the last chicane, and I don't know, I felt he hit me and I had to cut the chicane as well. I don't know what he was actually doing, whether he was that slow, I don't know, because within 3 laps I think the gap to Burundi was like 7 seconds, so I don't know what was going on, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Bosley, your question?
I don't really have anything to add, to be honest.
That's fair enough. Well done on your 3rd place, legend.
Yep.
Yeah, and last but not least for the podium interviews, we are going to interview 4th place TRPT, or Ethan as me and Buzzy know him. First of all, I'd like to ask you on how your qualifying went, and how obviously starting at the lower end. What was your mindset going into the race?
Well, I had looked at some races that I'd done before at Canada, looked at what I could have done differently as I qualified low down, so I tried to do the undercut, pit on lap 10 for the soft tyres, try something different to everyone else, but well, it kind of worked out as I gained 4 positions off my qualifying position, but yeah, felt alright after that.
And obviously, I think one thing we were asking is the incident with Eric Stander. What was your take on it?
Well, basically, going down the straight, I was defending on the inside, he went around the outside of the last chicane, last corner, and just before he lagged in front of me, and I think he was trying to give me space, so he hopped over the
Yeah. Bosley, have you got any
I think-
question for PT?
Yeah, I just want to say, were you happy with your strategy in the end, or do you think you made a mistake with the strategy choice?
I wasn't really sure. Moldy was telling me in the party that I made the wrong strategy choice, but I thought it was alright. I thought it was alright because I ended up in 4th after all of it, but
You got 4,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was-
that was decent.
it was very slow, but yeah, I still got 4th, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Congratulations on your 4th place. It was a very good drive. I think that is all for the podium interviews. Congratulations to all the drivers we interviewed. Okay, never mind. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, so that. Okay, yeah, just to quickly confirm as well, Eric Sanders sent me a message after the Grand Prix. I asked him what happened, and he basically lost grip at the final corner and went into the wall. So nothing's Pete's fault on his screen, nothing to do with lag. He just lost control of his own. I want to come back to Titec Fusion, the reigning world champion. Fusion. Obviously, times have changed in the league. We've got a lot more competitive drivers on the grid. Today, you were struggling a lot with keeping up with Edu Perondi and the drivers around you. Do you think, Fusion, that think that it is out of your reach now to get the championship, or do you think it is still possible that you could get in a chance of the title?
I mean, I think it is, as long as there's points, as long as it's not impossible, then it's I'm obviously going to keep on giving 100% on that, so.
Okay. Well, thank you to Fusion, thank you to Next EPT or TRPT, as it's now known as, who have done the interviews. Thank you for your insights this race. Unfortunately, we have lost BRL Yao Pedro from the league this evening. He is not happy with his connection. He's had issues with it, so we won't be seeing him in Baku, but we will be seeing a new Ferrari driver, and this does open up the chance for a potential change in the Constructors' Championship, as the Ferrari lineup could well be not as competitive, and also with Eric Standers, bad result. Thank you ever so much to TR Bosley and TR Malta. Unfortunately, Jack Hotwood could not be streaming the race this evening. He 95% chance will be back next week for the Baku Grand Prix. The Baku race. So yeah, next week, join us at the same time, 7 PM GMT, for the STB Season 11, Round 8 of the Season 11 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, where we return back to the continent of Europe for around 6-7 weeks. It's going to be very interesting with tracks like Austria, Britain, tracks like that, and obviously the European season will end with Italy. So join us next week for the continuation of the European season. Thank you to TR Bosley and TR Malta, and we'll see you next week at the Baku City Circuit.